are coming at you from beautiful New York City as the Knicks prepare to take the home court. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. First game of this trip here for the Pelicans. They're hoping to start it off with the W.
And I think it's an important game. They only faced this club twice this season, and you mentioned that loss in the first one. You hate to get swept in the season series.
That has to be in the back of their minds, at least a little bit. So we'll see if they add any wrinkles to their schemes in this one.
And new leadership for the Pelicans. Greg looking to create a tough, no-excuses mindset.
And at the risk of making excuses, injuries are what held this team back last season. So some of that toughness might be best reflected in their ability to just stay on the court.
Here's Brown, following the score by New York. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Earlier, I spoke with Mike Brown. We briefly talked about Jaylen Brown and what kind of defensive mindset you have to have against him. And he said, we have to be willing to work just as hard as he is. We have to fight through every single screen, talk to one another, and contest every shot we can. Sounds like it'll be an all-out effort against Brown here in this one. Back over to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Count the basket.
Pounding it in the paint there. Murray doing it all.
Here's Siakam. It's good from the top of the key.
Listen, we know this guy has got a solid offensive arsenal. You've got to stay on point defensively.
Halliburton outside. Just 4 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. And it's Smith missing.
Boy, he had a clear look at it. Ooh, you hate to miss chippies like that.
Here's Ivy. Giannis grabs the miss. Launches it. Claxton with the steal. Now, here's Ivy. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
Oh, just slicing his way to the rim. Just look at this kid, Ivy, go.
Now, here's Halliburton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
He's off on the first.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And he's good on the second. And Doris, you see the talent on this Knicks squad, but there's always been questions about the intangibles they possess.
What's fascinating, Kevin, is this team built slowly and methodically and with great patience. And then they took a couple of big swings. It doesn't result in a championship, and now you evaluate everything.
And the Knicks miss again.
Boy, these are the shots you have to make. If you don't capitalize, you are letting the defense off the hook.
The Knicks trailing. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Smith. And the dunk by Smith.
And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
And so Siakam will bring it up for New Orleans. Unable to get that one. Murray left side. A rebound by Washington. There's Brown with the three. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Well, Jaylen Brown has proven himself a legit three-point threat. Now you've got to step out even farther. That's a big-time deep ball.
So both teams making some changes here. 1:58 left here in the opening quarter. Garland with the bucket.
That is some big-time toughness inside by Garland.
9. Done with it. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Here's Garland, picks one up.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And he knocks down the first one. And Doris, we're early on in Chris Dunn's career, but is it fair to say many wondered if it might be short-lived?
No, there's no doubt, Kevin. Remember, this guy was at one point the 5th pick in the league, and there were questions about the offensive end of the floor. But give Chris credit. His defense has carved out minutes for him, and he's worked diligently to become a better offensive player.
Your Knicks City Kid, make some noise.
Kenzo Dunn nails both of them.
Boy, Chris Dunn's willingness to put in the work on his jump shooting and to lean into the defense that gets him on the floor, he has proven to be a valuable rotation piece.
Now, here's Garland. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Bailey. And again, New Orleans has no up. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you. Well, the son of Hall of Fame big man Arvydas Sabonis, DeMontis said he was a 7-footer that could do everything, like a point guard. He's at a whole different level. I'm just another basketball player. He is a legend. What his father said, DeMontis is a warrior like me, and I'm very proud. Kevin, back to you.
Great stuff. Okay, Allie, we thank you. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, for a rookie, Bailey has great confidence in his shot. Not bashful from letting it fly from deep.
Rule no good. New Orleans in the lead. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. The rebound by Steven Adams. And the wide open shot from Green. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Bailey. Adams, a nice D.
Boy, maybe nothing more important than what just happened. Protecting the rim without fouling.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. New York ahead, leading by a point. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Knicks.
People say the mid-range shot is dying, but so far in this one, that has not been the case for this team.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Now the Knicks with it. They trail by 1. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. It's game 1 of a 3-game road trip. Smith for 3. It's good from long range. Smith's got 5 points so far. And back in the day, guys like Bird and Magic competed for championships as rookies. But Doris, we haven't seen that in a while.
Kev, you have to remember, Larry Bird was drafted in unique circumstances. He was drafted a full year before he left college. And for both Larry and Magic, they joined talented veteran teams. That would be like the Celtics or Warriors drafting Wemby. It would be the exact same story.
Halliburton for 3. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Here's Siakam. Rebound by Smith. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. And then Smith with the dunk.
Going up strong there. That's the kind of aggressive play you love to see from Smith.
Here's Siakam. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Sabonis has got the game tied up here for the Pelicans.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive play.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
My goodness, how about that explosion? Halliburton takes off.
Here's Siakam. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Allen's position, you can see the frustration on his face.
And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
A superb scorer and a talented distributor. Tyrese Halliburton is exactly the type of point guard every team would love to have.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And finished off by Bailey.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Here's Halliburton. Oh!
Wow. That's a big-time finish from Tyrese Halliburton. Take off. Let him hear you, Tyrese.
Bailey with a wide-open look. Buries the long-range jumper. Bailey's got his third basket of the night right there. Down low. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to go on Sabonis.
Yeah, scouts have said Smith needs to get stronger, and maybe that's the case, but, well, he sure muscled that one in.
Pelicans trailed by 4. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Lobbed up there for Isaac. It's stolen by Smith. Pass to Poole. Screen by Smith. To the middle. And it's slammed in by Smith.
Attacking relentlessly. Always fun to see a young player like Smith just go off.
Here's Bailey with the putback. New Orleans with a fresh shot clock. Here's Dunn. And finally they hit one.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Murray outside. There's the triple. Smith, no luck.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Got that one up quick. Now just a 1-point Knicks lead.
That's fantastic shot making this quarter after struggling a bit in the first.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Both teams deciding to change it up. We've got 1:23 left in the first half. Poole outside. And here is Green. No scoring in this one. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Claxton. A tight game here in New York. Siakam for three. Rebound by Murray.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. The shot by Ivy, no good. The Knicks leading by 3. To the inside. Inside. Back to Adams. 5 to shoot. Pelicans with the rebound. 17 seconds left here in the second. Ivy. And slam dunk by Ivy.
And man, can Ivy fly. I mean, a big-time finisher.
Here's Murray. No good from 11 feet. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Knicks lead by 1. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Knicks with the lead. And taken away by Brown. Here's Ivy. Oh, he misses the dunk. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Halliburton for 3. Back to Smith. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And showing some fearlessness there. Smith doesn't mind getting hit while taking the shot.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Well, big man that makes their free throws. Bravo.
Pass to Brown. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Clock at 6. The fader. The rebound by Champagny.
0 for 3 to start the second half. You've got to start finding your footing here.
And it's Smith, top of the key. Takes the 3. Drains the three-pointer. Smith's got the lead up to 8 now for the Knicks.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And Brown throws it down hard.
Look out below. Jaylen Brown off his feet in a hurry.
Halliburton on the wing. He has 6. Some nice passing by New York here. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Murray's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Here's Claxton. And the rejection by Giannis. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks a lot. It was a lost season for the New Orleans Pelicans. Continued injury troubles derailing a team that, when healthy, looked capable of a top seed, leaving some wondering whether a curse needed lifting. But with some draft help and a still talented roster, the hope is this will be the year. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And such a valuable guy to this team's rotation doors. Nick Claxton is important.
You know, Kev, I'll tell you one thing. This guy brings a ton of energy. He's willing to battle for loose balls, for rebounds. On the defensive end, you know he can make an impact. There's incredible length, and I still think a ceiling that he can get to. Claxton, an elite finisher at the rim. That is nicely done.
The shot's good from Halliburton.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
Screen by Claxton. Brown, no good.
You know, for this team to win games, he knows he's got to be much more efficient than he's been.
They get the rebound. Up top, Garland. Halliburton for 3.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Brown. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
This guy, one of the most elite athletes in the game, Jaylen Brown, finishes beautifully.
Halliburton drives in. Siakam pulls it in. Pelicans trailed by 7. Ivy with it. Garland picks him up. And they double up Brown. Halliburton on the wing. Pass to Champagny. Into the lane. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he banks in the lane. And the Knicks lead by 9. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. That aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And also, guys, the tenacity they've shown on the defensive end has been something else. Look at how many blocks they've tallied thus far.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And so Garland will bring it up for the Knicks. There's 1:26 left to play here in the third, and he can't extend the lead to double digits. Here's Sabonis. Misses the 3. The Knicks lead by 7. Picked by Finney Smith. That's good by Green. Green's got his first bucket of the night.
I'll tell you, an underrated thing right there. How effective that screen was. It just creates a lane to the cup.
John misses.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Outside, Sabonis. Lets it fly from 18. Poke loose.
That's a breakdown defensively right there, folks. He just could not make them pay.
Garland with it. Isaac picks him up. side. Clock at 4. Over Sabonis. They kick it out to Green. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And so here is New York. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. There's Green with the 3. The shot, no good. And so it's the New York Knicks in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back to the action in just a minute. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Pelicans trail by 9. Here's Saraf. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltender.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
A drive by Giannis. And it goes down 2 points. Giannis has got the lead up to 9 now for New York. Isaac is screened. Here's Bailey. Off target from 3-point range.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Once the acceleration from Murray hits you, he's gone.
Screen by Sabonis. The 3. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Pelicans with the rebound. Now Bailey. He had a nice open look right there.
And what a big night for Bailey. Scoring it well. I have a feeling there are going to be a lot of these performances in his future.
Murray left side. Smith in the post. Sabonis grabs the board. Pelicans trailed by 7. A 3 ball. And the basket by Bailey.
3 points.
Bailey's got 5 points in the quarter.
With Bailey's shooting skills, you might want to see more of that from him.
And so it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. And he encouraged them to stay focused and not get complacent, saying we worked too hard to get this lead and we're not going to give it up now. Stay connected, play smart. Let's get this win. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. A nice shot by Halliburton.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half. Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Pass to Smith. And slammed in by Smith.
And Smith is just so impressive, especially when he's working in that screen and roll.
Halliburton outside. Screen by Smith. Releases. Halliburton, no good.
Boy, they've managed without him to a degree, which bodes well for them overall.
Brown. Now Claxton. Now here's Brown. Shot clock at 6. No good. Murray down low. Smith fires. It's good.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Jaylen Brown. No good from three.
Boy, when you're trying to make up ground, every shot counts. You have got to be selective.
Now Smith. Now onto the Kumbo. And it's denied. Sent back by Siakam. Brown. An absolute bomb from Brown.
Yeah, and Brown can score from anywhere, which is what makes him a big problem for the defense.
Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Outside Murray. What a response. Hitting a three of their own.
It's great to see Murray firing with confidence from beyond the arc.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Brown right side. Takes advantage. That J is good.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight. There's no doubt. But it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. By Washington. Goes up. And he pounds it home. I had a feeling he wasn't going to lay that one in. No, sir.
P.J. Washington. This guy is never rattled. My goodness.
Now Smith. Here's Halliburton. 6 on the shot clock. Now onto the Kumbo. That's where Giannis wants the ball.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Ivy.
Clearly a foul.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 7. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
You know, he doesn't shrink the lead as much as he should have. That hurts a bit.
Brown, he's off from 3.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking.
Good!
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Let's lose a 3. Cleared away by Ivy. 3. Good. Halliburton fires. Count it. And so it's the Knicks with the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah.
Really made it. Yes, I evaded. Mouth shut. You know how we played it. Now I'm MIA. Might be Vegas. Thank God.